Reception and recognition program. It's a great night for the district. My name is Jim Skelly. I'm with the communications department at Anoka-Hennepin Schools. And tonight we're going to have the opportunity to recognize the work of 13 great staff members or groups who have demonstrated remarkable dedication to the district's mission of preparing students for life. So to get us started, let's welcome up our interim superintendent, who will do a great job as she has all year long, Dr. Kate McGuire.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm so delighted to be here, and I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It is truly an honor to meet you and the family members and friends who are with you tonight. I want to be sure just to recognize one of our board members who's here this evening, Nicole Hayes, who is our vice chair, is sitting over here at this table. So I want you to make sure that you know our board members are present as well. And I have to tell you, as I was preparing for this event, I read each of your stories, award winners, in order to understand your journey to this place, your journey to this recognition. What is it about your work that has you here tonight? So I'm a newcomer to the organization, right? This is my first year in Anoka-Hennepin Schools. And I've made it a point since I began in July to meet as many staff members as possible at all of our sites. I've literally met hundreds and hundreds of staff members across our district who are dedicated and have shared stories with me throughout the year about their commitment and passion around our organization to serving our students and families. So as I began learning about the event tonight, I wanted to read your stories because I wondered how you could be possibly even more amazing than the amazing staff members that I've already met since I started in July. So I wondered to myself, what did others see in your work that led them to your nomination? I wondered what was special, what was out of the ordinary. Here's what I found. This first one, for those of you, the friends and family that are sitting with the award winners, I'm sure this won't be a shock to you. Because here's the first thing that I found in the nominations for the folks who were here celebrating tonight. It seems, award winners, that you all put service to others above yourself, giving to others in really extraordinary ways. It seems that you are passionate about your contribution to and support of our students. It seems that you prioritize relationships and that you're super intentional about creating those relationships and connections with students and with families. It seems that you have a laser-like focus on understanding your students as really unique individuals in order to engage them in learning. It seems that you all have an inclusive mindset, wanting students to feel seen, valued, heard, and respected, welcomed. It seems that you hold high expectations for yourself and for those around you. And probably most notable to me as I read your nominations and your stories, it seems that you have incredible clarity about your purpose. Your purpose and your role in accomplishing our mission, which is to effectively educate each student for success. Simply put, you reach above and beyond to positively impact our students, families, and communities. Your work matters, and I think it's important to take time to thank you. I want to thank the Above and Beyond Award winner recipients here tonight. And I do want to acknowledge that over 150 other staff members were nominated for this honor as well. And I want to note that we have over 7,000 additional staff members across our district that do amazing work each day for our students and communities. Your contribution to our work is noticed and appreciated. You are an inspiration, and I want to thank you for the work that you do each and every day for the students and staff in this school district. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. McGuire. The Above and Beyond Award are presented to staff members who serve as an inspiration to others. The Anoka-Hennepin Educational Foundation provides unwavering support for our schools, and the AHEF staff and AHEF is an important partner in making this award meaningful. School districts have strict restrictions on how money can be spent, and we want to recognize the foundation for partnering on this event and providing the cash award for the winners. Would the members of the Education Foundation who are here tonight please stand so we can give them a round of applause. And now I'd like to welcome Dr. Joel Verdine, who serves as the board chair for AHEF, and he's here to provide some welcoming remarks. Dr. Verdine.
Hello, and thank you for being here tonight. I'm here as the board chair of the Anoka-Hennepin Education Foundation, and I also serve as an employee in the school district. I do want to say just a little bit about our foundation to have people have a broader perspective about what the foundation does, what it does for school districts. We are an independent nonprofit organization, and our role is to help fund initiatives here within Anoka-Hennepin that benefit our staff and our students. We have a board that is made up of volunteers from our community, volunteers from our staff, and we're very proud to say that we have representation from our students on our board as full participants in our decision making. We raise money through a variety of fundraising events and opportunities that allow us to provide scholarships for students, that allows us to provide grants for our teachers to try new things and to produce innovative experiences for students. And we also are permitted to contribute to experiences such as this to honor our staff. Our mission is to cultivate equitable and innovative experiences. You, our teachers, and our staff are critical to this mission. The work that you do, the grants that you implement help inspire people and help us with telling stories about Anoka-Hennepin's great work, which in turn oftentimes inspires people out in the community to give to the Anoka-Hennepin Foundation. So thank you to all of you that do exceptional work and allow us to help tell that story. I'm in my 30th year of working in schools, and what I've come to believe is that some of the best of what we can do in schools is not always necessarily part of what we plan. It's not always on the job description explicitly, and it likely isn't a part of the lesson plan. Instead, it's spontaneous, it's inspirational, and it emanates from caring, listening, and seeing people, and every nomination that I read was written by someone who recognized this in you. So I want to thank you for being that person to somebody. Lastly, I'd also like to thank all of the other people in the room that are here to support you as a person who is receiving this award. I'm sure that much of this comes with all of that support that you have as a family. So for those of you that may be spouses, partners, parents, kids, siblings, friends, or colleagues here tonight, thank you for supporting the people in the room. Welcome, congratulations, thank you for all you do, and I'll return the microphone to Mr. Skelly.
Thank you, Joel. You know, all the award recipients here tonight were nominated for this honor from someone who observed their impact. Parents, students, employees, volunteers, anyone can really nominate someone for this award. And when they see their performance being extraordinary, that's what happened here tonight. The nominations require them to explain how their nominee met some of the criteria in our award categories, which is listed in your program. Now, even to be nominated for the recognition is statistically very challenging. At latest count, like the superintendent mentioned, we have 7,580 employees in our district, and there were 160 nominations for the award this year, all reviewed by a panel of judges. So very difficult to be able to be in this room tonight to get an award, so you should all feel just amazed by the fact that you're able to battle through that number of numbers to be here today. The employees receive top scores through a fair judging process, and that's how the top scorers in that category are here tonight and being awarded. Now, before we advance on to the main event here, giving away the awards, we'd like to thank Morgan Holloman and Debbie Koski from the Superintendent's Office, along with I'd like to also thank our CompR team, Dax Larson, Heather Peters, Tim Evans, and Jessica Sorrow, and our print and design services crew. They do a great job organizing this event. It truly is a team effort on the organizational part to put this event together. So thanks to our team for everything that you did to put this together. And now at this time, please join me in welcoming Dr. Mary Wolverton. She's the Associate Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Becky Brodier, she's the Assistant Superintendent for Middle Schools and Student Services. And then Dr. Josh Delich, Associate Superintendent for High Schools. They're going to assist with the awards ceremony. And if Superintendent McGuire would come forward, and board members and foundation representatives, if you also come forward to aid in the presentation. And awardees, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your award. And while our district leaders explain to our guests how you go above and beyond. So let the award celebration begin.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Mary Wolverton, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Would Billy Davis Fair please come forward? Billy Davis Fair is a special education teacher at Monroe Elementary School. Laura McBroom, a parent of one of Billy's students, nominated her and said, Billy's students are her top priority. She shares in their success and in their struggles. I have never met anyone who has cared so much about their students. Billy is in her 7th year of making a difference in the lives of her students at Monroe and said the most important element of her teaching is creating relationships with her students. She said that it takes a village to support a student in special education, and she sees it as her responsibility to give her students access to that education both in and outside of the school. Billy hopes that helping create positive outcomes for her students, it will give them one more reason to try something new or difficult. Billy said being named above and beyond winner makes her happy and that she is seen as a valuable member of the Monroe team, and it motivates her to continue to work hard. Let's show our appreciation for Billy Davis Fair.
Billy, come back. She asked me, can I sit down now? I said yes. Congratulations. Now we've got it.
Would Lana Johnson please come forward? Lana Johnson is a 3rd grade teacher at Ramsey Elementary School and is continually making Ramsey Elementary an extra special place for both students and staff to learn and grow. Angie Doty, the music teacher at Ramsey, nominated her and said, Lana is the co-worker that so many others go to when they need encouragement or a listening ear. She inspires me to be a better teacher, and she inspires so many students to be better students, day in and day out. Johnson has worked for 6 years in Anoka-Hennepin and said she sees each student as an individual, each family as valued, and every classroom as an extension of her own family. She has volunteered at the school's Lighthouse Coordinator for Leader in Me, has developed an inclusive and active student council, helped orchestrate the Eagle Fest Awards ceremony, and took the lead in the first school-wide service project since the pandemic. She said when she first heard she had won, she immediately thought about her coworkers and wished they were alongside her for this honor. Let's show our appreciation for Above and Beyond winner, Lana Johnson.
All right, well, good evening. My name is Dr. Josh Delich, Associate Superintendent in High Schools. All right, would Rachel Jorgensen please come on down, please come forward. And no, this is not The Price is Right. Yes. All right, Rachel Jorgensen has work-based learning teacher at Anoka High School. Her commitment to building up the students to prepare them for life after high school is being celebrated after being nominated by one of the students she serves. The student says, Rachel has helped me make good decisions in life, get on track to graduate. She builds amazing relationships with students and helps a lot of other students in the same way as she has helped me. Rachel Jorgensen has worked in the district for 17 years in a variety of roles, including special education and as a Q-Comp peer evaluator. At the school, she encourages students to come up with ways to continue to create an inclusive environment for all learners. Through this work, she has helped form the school's African dance team, hold the first celebration for Idifir, and host other events like an after-school Kenyan cooking class. She said she is very grateful and deeply blessed to be a part of what is happening at Anoka High School. Her students help her learn and grow as a teacher and a person every single day. Everybody, please congratulate Rachel Jorgensen.
Good evening. My name is Becky Brodier, Associate Superintendent for Middle Schools and Student Services. Would Sarah Kasaya please come forward? Sarah Kasaya is an English teacher and avid support teacher at Northdale Middle School, and she connects to her students through humor and care that goes beyond the classroom. A student at Northdale nominated her and said, Miss Kasaya is an awesome teacher. She spends extra time for her students, especially the avid students. She goes out of her way to make sure that we are all getting what we need and encourages us if we are having a hard time. And I especially love this part. She knows we can do hard things, so her encouragement is important. Sarah is in her 14th year working in the district, all at Northdale, working in English language arts and with avid students. Inside the classroom, she has brought in monthly guest speakers for her avid group. Outside of the classroom, she helps run Youth for Change, a student activist group that fundraised money to build a school in India. She said her greatest strength as an educator is connecting with students, and the most important elements of her teaching involves using humor to engage students. She is always rooting for her students, even beyond the halls of Northdale Middle School. I present our Above and Beyond winner, Sarah Kasaya.
Would Dominic Krebsbach please come forward? Dominic Krebsbach is a fourth grade teacher at Monroe Elementary School and has been able to connect with students in the classroom and beyond through sports. Shannon Hesberg, a parent of a student Dominic teaches, says, Mr. K sees such potential in his students, which allows him to really get results. He encourages my child to reach for a goal, and then through guidance from both of us as parents and Mr. K, helps my child attain these goals. Having taught at Monroe for 14 years, Dominic has made connections with a lot of families and students, whether by roughing games during recess or showing up to sporting events in the community, even students who may have not been in his classroom feel a connection to Mr. K. Dominic uses his life experiences to help enhance his teaching. After a long day of teaching and reffing, he is rarely home before 9 p.m. He shares with students about responsibility and working hard, and that being busy is not an excuse to not read or not get your work done. Dominic says he wants every student to know that he loves being at the school and that he has the best job in the world. Let's put our hands together for Dominic Pritzker. Sarah Lindbo, please come forward to receive your Above and Beyond Award. Sarah Lindbo is a second grade teacher at Champlain Brooklyn Park Academy and is being celebrated today because of her ability to connect with students and families to promote growth in the students and build a positive classroom community. Amy Ehrenrud is a parent of one of Sarah's students and nominated her. She said, Ms. Lindbo encourages students, sees what makes each child special, and helps students in their areas for growth. From my time volunteering, I saw her positively with students, even when some students were struggling. They were clearly comfortable with her and trusted her. Sarah has worked in the district for 11 years. She believes relationships are the foundation for her teaching and that connecting with students and families is the first step to demonstrating that she believes in them. Sarah finds ways to connect with students and families on a deeper level. A recent example was her working with the family of a Ukrainian student in their transition to living in the United States. She said she takes pride in cracking the codes of young hearts to find out what makes them a part of her classroom community. A round of applause for our Above and Beyond winner, Sarah Lindbo.
All righty. Jen Pena, if you would please come on down. Come forward. All right. Jen Pena is a licensed school nurse at Blaine High School and has used her position as a caregiver in the school to be a resource for both students and staff during a difficult time in the healthcare professionals. Kimberly Titus is the nurse paraprofessional at the school who nominated Jen, and she says, Nurse Pena inspires these young students to start thinking about their health and how to take care of themselves in the next steps of their lives. She has spearheaded many amazing new nursing protocols that the school and district has moved forward with. Students trust her because of the amazing rapport she builds with each student who walks into her office. She has worked in our district for 13 years and has served students at each grade level. In addition to being a variety of school teams that support students, she has volunteered her time outside of school hours to be an advisor to the students of the Gay Straight Alliance Club. Jen says she values the interactions she has every day with students and being a source of support, information, and an advocate for students' needs, and it is the best job in the world. Everyone, Jen Pena. All right. Next up, I didn't want to lead too early, but Jen, not only are you above and beyond star, but our next recipient, you manage each and every single night. You get an additional star. Y'all will catch it later. Here we go. All right. Let's welcome to the stage our Coon Rapids High School principal, Mr. John Pena. All right, John Pena has spent 17 years as an administrator in Anoka-Hennepin, with his last 2 years as the principal of Coon Rapids High School. And since joining the Coon Rapids community, John has spreading his positive energy and strengthening the school's connection to the community as a whole. As the principal, John uses his position to support students in their learning and the school community by any way possible to ensure that every day, as he always says, a great day to be a Cardinal. You know it. You know it. The person who nominated John said, John's new theme, "It's a great day to be a Cardinal, you know it," has been fully embraced by students and staff alike. The consistent message that he shares in his school community has created a renewed sense of pride and positive energy. I have personally heard students use this phrase, including the associate and his staff members, talking about the impact that his leadership has made. John said he wants everyone at Coon Rapids High School to feel proud and that every day it's a great day to be part of this community. He said if we feel connected, safe, and valued, there are no limits that we can do for each other. Everyone, Principal John Pena. Thank you.
Would Molly Schuster please come forward? Molly Schuster is a paraeducator at Oxbow Creek Elementary School. Her primary role is to serve as a recess para for one of the largest elementary schools in the district. But she is still always asking, "How can I help?" which has led her to being an important and impactful member of the Oxbow Creek community. An anonymous nominator said, "Molly is extraordinary. She connects with our students, knows them by name, and interacts with them to help recess be enjoyable for each student. Molly helps wherever help is needed, and students love her." Molly has worked 7 years in the Anoka-Hennepin school, 7 years in Anoka-Hennepin, and her roles have grown each year. She often serves as a special education substitute, works once a week in the media center, and manages the books in the school's Little Free Library. This year, she has also helped kindergartners with handwriting and fifth grade teachers with preparing materials for class. On her own time, Molly has painted rocks with messages of kindness and left them around the playground for students to find. She said it has always been her goal as a person who also lives in the school community to be a positive voice for the kiddos and a good example of kindness. Join me in showing our appreciation for Molly Schuster. Please welcome Jacob Lee Southmaid. Jacob Southmaid is a special education teacher at Dayton Elementary School and has found innovative ways to meet the needs of the students and utilize technology to best serve both students and staff on a day-to-day basis. Sarah Hernandez, a colleague of Jacob, said, "He is our students' biggest advocate. The children see him and they begin smiling or want to run up to him and hug him. He is full of energy, is creative, and meets each child on their own level." Jacob has worked for the district for 4 years, previously serving as an explorations core teacher and a 4th grade teacher. At Dayton Elementary, he implemented the use of Google products for teachers and paraeducators to collaborate electronically and increase efficiencies, which gives the team real-time updates on students to provide support when needed. South Bay believes that each person brings strengths forward that we can all learn from. He said he needs to model not only what the students know his job to be, but also qualities of citizenship that benefits the entire school community. Let's share a round of applause for Jacob Saltman. Let's welcome Hoover Elementary Principal, Min Struess. Min Struess is the principal at Hoover Elementary School and is a dedicated educator who partners with students, families, and her staff to provide meaningful and memorable learning opportunities that will engage and initiate positive change makers. Candy Schwerer is a staff member at Hoover and nominated Min. She said, "Working with our Hoover team, Min is solution and people-orientated. She will provide the resources we need, whether it is ideas, advice, time, or supplies. She supports us, our learners, and our families in trying ideas and in growing and learning from our mistakes. She leads with the whole team in mind. She is humble, and she has high, realistic expectations for growth for herself and for all of us at Hoover." Min was a 1996 Champlain Park High School graduate and former Monroe Elementary and Jackson Middle School student, and is in her 6th year at Anoka-Hennepin. The we over me approach has led to a supportive and collaborative working and learning environment at Hoover. Min has implemented a shared leadership model where she works with her talented team of dedicated and knowledgeable educators who are all in when given a chance to be part of a collective to share problems for Hoover students, staff, and families. Min believes that all of the staff members at Hoover bring talent, gifts, and passion to their work, and her goal is to help them shine. Through her leadership and collaboration, she helps turn what-ifs into realities at Hoover. Let's give a big round of applause for Hoover Elementary Principal, Min Struess.
Bill Underwood, please come forward. Bill Underwood is a teaching and learning specialist working in special education technology, and for the last year has led a migration to a new software solution for student data with special education. His extensive preparatory work, training sessions, and support after implementation has led to a smooth transition for staff. In fact, it was such a smooth transition that it earned Bill 3 nominations for this award. One of those nominations was from Dr. Annette Ziegler, Anoka-Hennepin's Director of State and Federal Programs in Elementary Schools. She said, "Within his position, Bill puts in 110% to ensure that our staff is fully supported, brainstorms new methods, and collaborates with many staff to ensure that technology is streamlined to spend more time with students." Bill has worked for Anoka-Hennepin for 24 years, and previous to his current role was a special education teacher. He had a goal to make the new process more efficient for for staff so they could focus on the students and teaching. He said, "Ever since I was a camp counselor, I have always had a passion for helping kids achieve things they never thought they could. I hope that in my current position, I'm able to help staff move quickly and accurately through their documentation of students' needs so they have the information and time to help kids achieve their highest potential." A big round of applause for Bill Underwood.
Would Jackie Widener please come forward? Jackie Widener is a special education teacher that made a mid-trimester move from River Trail Learning Center to Lincoln Elementary to assist with staffing shortages in its DCD center-based program. Through her experience, work ethic, and caring attitude, the program at Lincoln flourished with more stability for students and staff. Sherry Wright, a special education staff member, nominated her. She said, "Jackie develops ideas to embrace learning, solve problems, and meet district needs. She inspires others to do and be their best. Jackie makes people feel valued, and she brings out in others a willingness to do their very best." Jackie has worked 21 years in Anoka-Hennepin, and her career has taught special education at the elementary, middle school, and high school levels, and in transition education, 18 to 21-year-olds. She ensures her students are successful by creating as many opportunities as possible, both in the classrooms and outside the school walls. She said she is relentlessly optimistic that with enough support, strategic instruction, and family partnership, students can reach their highest potential and leave our system with the skills they need to be their best self. Please join me in a round of applause for Jackie Widener.
Just a reminder that each of this year's individual winners did receive a $200 check from the Anoka-Hennepin Education Foundation as a thank you for all their hard work in addition to their plaque. And I'd also like to recognize Tess DeGeest, who is here from the foundation, who was part of the receiving line to provide that check. And let's give one more round of applause for these amazing winners, part of the 11th class of Above and Beyond winners. And now I'd like to call on School Board Vice Chair Nicole Hayes to make some closing remarks. Nicole Hayes.
So it's just me and then the food. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I just have to tell you, this event every year, it just fills your heart. It is absolutely amazing to me. I know what amazing staff we have at Anoka-Hennepin, all 7,000 plus of them. But this group and these past honorees and the 13 of you, holy cow, I'm just blown away. So congratulations. We're just truly so fortunate. And one of the things I love to be able to look out and see, and I think again this year too, is these tables often have 3 generations of people celebrating their honoree, and I think that's just a really special time. So finally, on behalf of the school board, on behalf of the foundation board, congratulations, thank you. We are deeply, deeply appreciative for everything that you do for your students first, but also for your coworkers and your colleagues, and also a note to your friends and family. Thank you for supporting them so that they're able to really shine at this district for our students. We are beyond grateful and so proud, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Congratulations.
All right. My thanks also to everyone for attending tonight. We are going to have hors d'oeuvres in the lobby for everyone here, and you could start at either, just some housekeeping items. You can start at either end of the table and work your way toward the cake. And we'll also have coffee and punch available as you leave the room through the side doors as well. And we'd like to invite everyone just to stay and visit. And for the award winners, the recipients, if you could please come forward, we'd like to take a group photo here in the front at the end of our ceremony before we get going. And the award winners also can take the vase that's on their table home. Now, that might be tough for the Peñas, but they might be able to work that one out. The rest of you, I think you're in good shape. So we do want to thank everyone for being here. We hope you had a great time. I know we all did. And thank you and have a good night.